There's a kind of loneliness that doesn't come from being alone. It comes from being surrounded by people, while hiding every piece of who you really are. This is the story of Mara, and how she gave up everything she loved, just to be loved. When Mara was young, her dreams were loud. She wanted to paint. Not houses, not walls, but moments, emotions, people. She believed colors had voices, and if she listened close enough, she could make them speak. But the world doesn't always understand that kind of hunger. Her parents told her to be realistic. Her friends rolled their eyes. Art's not a life, it's a hobby. So Mara quieted her passion. She tucked it away like a forbidden thing. And then she met someone. A man who was everything she thought she wanted. Charming, confident, certain. But there was a catch. He didn't love all of her. He loved the version that didn't make noise, the version that didn't question, the version that didn't dream too loud. So she trimmed her edges. She laughed when she didn't feel like it. She nodded when she wanted to scream. She put down the paintbrush. Because approval, she thought, was love. And if she earned it, maybe she'd be safe. Years passed. They bought a house, had friends, shared calendars and silent dinners. And somewhere in that life, Mara disappeared. Not all at once, but in pieces. Every compromise carved her down. Every small silence hollowed her out. Until one day, she stood in front of the mirror and couldn't name a single thing she liked about herself. She didn't recognize the clothes, didn't recognize the smile, didn't recognize the woman staring back. She wasn't hated. She wasn't hurt. But she was gone. And that's when it hit her. She hadn't been loved. She'd been tolerated, polished, reshaped, turned into something safe enough to keep and empty enough to control. So she left. Not with a bang, but with a bag. No shouting, no explanations. Just the quiet creak of a door that had stayed closed for too long. She found a small apartment, cheap paint, canvas from a thrift store. Her hands shook the first time she picked up the brush again. But they remembered. The first thing she painted wasn't beautiful. It was raw, angry, honest. It didn't ask for permission. It didn't beg to be liked. And in that, it was the truest thing she'd ever made. Because love that demands your silence was never love at all. And a life built on approval is just a prison with nicer curtains. So if you're watching this, and something in you is going quiet just to be accepted, ask yourself, who are you really trying to be? And what would happen if you stopped trying?